I wonder if I could start with a favourite philosopher of mine. His name is Emmanuel Levinas. Levinas was Jewish. He was a Frenchman. He died in the late 1980s. Levinas coined a phrase. He called it the epiphany of the face. And it was his understanding that we're living in a world at the moment where there's somehow a lack of understanding of the other. He called for an epiphany of the face. He said this. He said, people today no longer look into the faces of others. Now, as an aside, I was reading an article in The Listener quite a few years ago now, and that article suggested that people see as many faces in a week now as they saw in a lifetime 150 years ago. So I think that's true. Getting back to Levinas. Levinas would say we no longer look at the faces of others, and because we don't look into the faces of others as we once did, we don't look into the eyes of the other. And because we don't look into the eyes of the other, we've yet to discover who we ourselves are. It's a beautiful truth, I think, that in fact we only discover who we are through our love for the other. That it's self-gift that actually sets us free, that our liberty comes from the extent to which we're prepared to, if you like, lay down our life for the other. So, in a world that promotes self-care, self-promotion, self-goals, just do it, I think the message of the gospel, rather, is to discover life and its beauty and its fruitfulness by our ability to love our neighbour, to love the other. And all that is good, all that is beautiful, all that is worthy in our lives, of course, is summed up in the person of God and His Son, Jesus Christ, crucified and died and risen from the dead for us. So, that is how I would sum up this beautiful and divine logic that, in fact, we discover love in all its fullness through the other. And that message has been given us clearly, I think, in the gospel through Jesus Christ.